Good morning, this is the latest market news. I'm Uliana. Asian markets were higher Wednesday, with the Japanese market recovering from a sharp sell-off late Tuesday and as investors in Hong Kong reacted to earnings from large Chinese state-owned companies. Japan's Nikkei stock average rebounded Wednesday, rising 1.5%, following a sharp sell-off towards the end of Tuesday's session amid the market's initial dissatisfaction with the Bank of Japan's latest easing moves. The recovery came after investors had a chance to digest the central bank's policy moves, with analysts pointing to an unprecedented joint statement between the Bank of Japan and the government, which emphasized their commitment to reduce deflation. US markets were closed Tuesday as the powerful storm on the northern coast forced Wall Street to stop trading for a second day. The market closure in the US came during a quiet period in Asia, as most of the scheduled action, both regionally and globally, will start on Thursday with the release of Chinese manufacturing data. The US dollar dropped against all of its major counterparties overnight as European stocks rallied, triggering a slight shift away from safe havens assets. The US presidential election will be a major focus next week, along with the start of the Party Congress in China, where Asia's largest economy will present its next generation of leaders. With regional markets on course to end October on a positive note, investors were looking ahead to a series of important political and economic events set to unfold in early November. The month will kick off with the release of Chinese manufacturing data for October on Thursday, followed by US employment data on Friday. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index snapped a three-day losing streak to rise 0.4% as the market reacted to earnings results from large Chinese state-owned companies. The Shanghai Composite Index was down 0.2%, Australia's ASX 200 rose 0.6%, while South Korea's Kospi Composite advanced 0.9%. Today we will take a look at the latest estimates for inflation in the Eurozone, plus GDP in Canada and the Chicago Fed PMI numbers. Canada GDP. The Canadian economy is expected to expand by 0.2% in August, after reporting similar growth last month. On a year-on-year basis, GDP in Canada is forecast to grow by 1.7%, down from 1.9%. The Canadian economy grew faster than expected in the second quarter as businesses replenished inventories and invested in plants and equipment, and consumers picked up spending. However, the recent growth is likely to slow as the price of commodities, which accounts for a large share of Canada's export sector, continues to decline. It was the latest market news provided by ICO FX. Goodbye.